So let's see. Number one, this is 6.4 part one, which is rational expressions, right? Okay. If I have a mess like this, what's the easiest way to do this? I would group them, right? I would group my terms. Six. Oh wait, we did. This is the one that was on the test, wasn't it? Or was this the last review? Oh, I forgot about that. I'll tell you what. Just do all of it tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Okay. It looks like we just transferred them to this one. So if you look at your previous review, it'll have 6, 4, 1, and 2 on there. Okay. Remember, I grouped these y to the negative 7, 6, y to the 1/3, and then I multiplied them out. 24 x to the 3/4 plus 2 was x to the 7/4 or something like that. 2 is going to be 11/4. And y to the, y was going to be in the denominator. Y to the 5, 6. You guys remember that from the last review? Well, look it up online. The reason why I'm doing this, I want to make sure we do stuff that we didn't do. Okay. 6. It's not on your other review. Um, 30 plus 6, 5, 30 plus 2 is 32 fifths. I can't remember. This is way too much for me in the morning. X to the 6 minus a negative 2 fifths. Let's see, 5, 30, 30. So that would be x to the 32 fifths. And y to the negative 2 minus 8 fifths. See, make that a 5. So it's negative 10. So it'd be negative 18 fifths. So it'd be 18 fifths on the bottom. Got it? Wonderful. Watch the video from the last preview. It's on there. Wow. You guys are now to the point where you don't even want to try. All right, let's do 6.4 part 2. I think these are new problems. Okay, 2b in parentheses. 2b, let's see, exponent is my numerator and root is the denominator. Question? Question? Somebody have a question? Are we doing good? Okay, I have xy is my base. My exponent is the numerator. And what's my root here? No. You guys keep putting 1. It's 2. Okay, the exponent, if you don't see it, for the base is 1. For the root, it's 2. Okay. X to the 1/5. Here's my base. Here's my exponent. Here's my root. Easy. Number 8, 5y is in parentheses. Here's my exponent. Here's my root for the radical. Actually, I think these are repeat problems too, but it's okay. Number 9, this was a train wreck. You guys didn't do too well. Now, this is a square root, right? So I have to find a factor of 32, the highest perfect square. Okay, look on your little chart that I gave you, your little cheat sheets, right? The highest perfect square that's a factor of 32 is factors of 32. 1 and 32. 2 and what? 3 doesn't go in there. 4 and 8. And that's it, right? Here's a perfect square. What else is a perfect square? 16. We want the highest perfect square, so we're going to use the factors 2 times 16. So let's rewrite this. So I have the square root of 16 times 2 times x to the 4th times y to the 7th times z squared. Okay, I'm going to have leftovers on this, aren't I? Okay, so I'm going to put the square root to 2, square root. Now, what's the square root of 16? 4 takes care of my 16. What's the square root of 2? I don't know. It's an irrational number. Takes care of my 2. What's the square root of x to the 4th? Okay, I'm dividing. Okay, x to the 4 by 2. What do I get? X squared. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Takes care of my x. Y to the 7th divided by 2. Put it in your calculator. Okay, 7 divided by 2. What does it give me? 3.5. Okay, so the whole number comes out with my y, and I still have a little bit left over. What's, oh, I'm sorry. What's 0.5 as a fraction? 1/2, right? So if I think about this, y to the 1/2, that's y to the exponent 1 square root. So I need to put that y to the 1st under the square root. With me? Or think of it as I took out 3 times 2 is 6. I have 1 left over. Either way, I don't care. But you need to put the leftovers underneath the radical. Okay, what's z to the 2 divided by 2? Z to the 1. I get a whole number 1, nothing left over. With me? A lot of mistakes in the last quiz on that. Gets a little harder when we did cube roots. The next one's a cube root. Okay? Is 8 a perfect cube? Look on your little chart that I gave you. Yes, it is. What is the cube root of 8? 2. So that takes care of my 8. Now I have 8 to the 4 divided by, or a to the 4 divided by 3. A to the 4 divided by 3. 4/3 is what? 1 1/3. If you put it in your calculator, that's 1.3 repeating, right? Well, that's 1/3. So I'm going to take out an a to the 1st, and I'm going to have to put this 1/3 underneath. Let's see, cube, that's my 3, a to the 1st. All right, b to the 15 divided by 3. It's a whole number, right? 15 divided by 3 is 5. I don't have anything left over. It's my answer. You guys came up with some pretty interesting stuff. All right, yes, sir. Sure. Factoring. What's the first thing you do for factoring? Yeah, take out the greatest common factor, actually. Yeah. What's the greatest common factor? Let's look at the numbers, 8 and 32. 8. How about the x's? I have x cubed and x to the first. How many can I take out? I have 3 x's here, 1 x here. How many can I take out at the same time? Just one of them. Okay, 8x cubed, I'm dividing by 8x, so the 8's go away, and one of the x's go away, so I have x squared. Good. Minus 32 divided by 8 is 4, and the x's go away. Am I done? No, because it says completely. I can factor x squared minus 4. Shortcut. Do you remember the little shortcut formula? This is a squared minus b squared, because this is squared, this is a power 2, and 4 can be written as a power 2, can it? Yes? No? Yes? Losing you guys. X squared minus 2 squared. So my a is x, my b is the base 2, so this becomes 8x a plus b, a minus b. How about number 12? This is the easy one because my a is 1. So how do I get x squared? Well, x times x. The sign is positive. They have to multiply to a positive, yet they have to add up to a negative. So what are my signs here? Negative, negative. Okay, factors of 28 that add up to 11. We're going to add them up because it's the same sign. So I have 1 and 28, 2 and 14, 4 and 7. Which one of these add up to 11? 4 and 7. Number 13. We have a little bit harder one, but it's not that bad because there's only one way to multiply two factors together to get 3. And that's 3 times 1. Gives me my 3x squared. Let's look at the signs. They multiply to a positive, have to add up to a positive, so what are my signs? Plus, plus, and then the 7, there's only one way to multiply two factors together to get 7, and that's 1 and 7. Problem is, does the 7 go here or the 1 go there? Remember, it's going to be one of them is going to be multiplied by 3, and we're going to add those together. They have to equal positive 10x. Is the 7 going to go here, or is the 7 going to go there? 7 goes first. Because if I put it here, I'll get 21x. So I get 7x plus 3x, and that gives me my 10x. 14. This is again is a perfect difference of squares, isn't it? What's square root of 10? 10, right? I can write 100 as 10 squared. X squared. What's the square root of 121? 11 squared. So, a plus b, a minus b. My a is the base, 10x. And the b is the base, 11. questions. On the backside, again, are repeat problems. If you want to look on the video from the last preview, you can watch the video for these problems. Yeah, if you want.